Good evening, sumo fans, and welcome. It is day two. Put my drink over here of sumo, and we're just gonna no fuss, no muss. We're just gonna get into this. It's late. I had a long day at work, so we want to get into it and let you know what happened on day two at the Edion Arena in Osaka. So, not even gonna waste time. Gonna share my screen and let's get going. So, we did have one withdrawal today. Nishiki Fuji, the Maegashira 13, pulling out of the tournament today. I think he has a neck injury. His Oyakata said there is a chance he'll come back and rejoin the tournament later in the second week if he can recuperate fast enough. And of course, at Maegashira 13, there is some incentive for him to do that because he will be demoted to Juryo for sure if he can't get some wins in this basho. So we'll keep an eye on him. Other than that, no significant withdrawals. So let's jump into who fought who on day two and then look ahead to day three. Matakayumi took on Toki Hayate. The Maegashira 17 got his first win. Toki Hayate is also 1-1 now after the loss. Koto Shoho undefeated by beating Shirokuma. Ao Nishiki, unfortunately, not off to a great start in his debut in the top division, now at 0-2 after losing to Asakoryu. Chirana Umi beat Sadano Umi. Ryuden was the recipient of the free win, the Sensho, when Nishiki Fuji pulled out of the tournament today. So Ryuden now 2-0. Shishi got his first win by beating Takara Fuji. Onokatsu goes to 2-0 by beating Midori Fuji, who's wearing a red mawashi this tournament, a new color for him. Meisei beat Shona Naomi to go to 1-1. Hakuoho, another strong performance from him, beating Nishikigi. Hakuoho now at 2-0. Endo got his second win, beating Atami Fuji. Tamawashi Ye, the veteran, is now 1-1 after beating Oshoma. Shodai also went to 1-1, former Ozeki, now at Maegashira 7, and he beat Hirada Umi. Then my coverage started on Patreon. So what happens some days is NHKG, the general channel, will not show sumo because of a political event or some other programming they have. Uh, so they didn't start showing the sumo until 5 p.m. today. Now it's if you're home and it's live, you can find it. They show it somewhere else. They have BS, the broadcast satellite channel. They have NHK, uh, other NHK channels, just like BBC has like BBC One, BBC Two, etc. So usually you can find it if you're at home that day. But obviously, when I'm setting up my DVR, I just have to say, "Oh, tape, what's on." And so I only got an hour of footage today. But what they do, they know that most people won't have seen the first half. So they show replays, which is advantageous for me because it's like instant little highlights. So I was able to put those up on the Patreon channel. So you got to see all of the first half action in two little highlight clips. So that was kind of nice. All those matches I just mentioned. But then they started their first match of their coverage today was Takeda Fuji versus Kim Bozan. And Takeda Fuji kind of got revenge for losing to Kim Bozan in January. So he's now 2-0. Kim Bozan, unfortunately, 0-2. Ura took on Takayasu, and the veteran Takayasu, who just turned 35 in February, it got the win to go to 2-0. Ura is now 1-1. Ichi Yamamoto beat Takanosho. Then we get into the top ranked guys. Abi took on Tobizaru and got the win to go to 2-0. Daisho, first win for him of the tournament at Sekewake, beating Chiyoshoma. Oho struggling at Sekewake. He lost to Wakamoto Haru today. Then we had Kirishima, the Komusubi, taking on Onosato. Kirishima has never beaten Onosato in now 6 meetings they've had, and he has yet to beat Onosato. So Onosato definitely has his number, and he is now 2-0. Kirishima's 1-1. Kotozakura got his first win of the tournament. He's now 1-1. He beat Go Noyama. And then the final match of the day, Hoshoru, the Yokozuna, bouncing back from a day one loss with a nice win over Wakataka Kage, Yorikiri. The Maegashira one is 0-2 now. And Hoshoru showing some Yokozuna pride. Nice dominant win for him in the Musubi no Ichiban on day two. Okay, so that's our we can briefly look at Juryo. Anything standing out here? Just gonna Waka Ikari, who had a good tournament but had to pull out, remember, at the end. His back, he's 1-1 now. Hokuto Fuji, unfortunately, not looking good, 0-2. So we'll check in on him at the weekend, and I'll have some footage of him. Fuji Seiyun undefeated. Tochi Taikai undefeated. Thomas Shoho at Juryo 1 undefeated. So there you go. Okay, let's look ahead to day three. And who's going to be fighting who? Toki Hayate has Thomas Shoho up from Juryo 1. So they're going to bring up a Juryo wrestler each day to fill in the spot vacated by Nishiki Fuji until somebody else maybe pulls out of the tournament and then it will even out again. But Takayumi has Shirokuma, Koto Shoho, Asakoru, both at 2-0. So one of them will get his first loss. Ao Nishiki has Sadanaumi, Shishi Chiranaumi, Takara Fuji versus Ryuden. Onokatsu versus Meisei, Nishikigi taking on Midori Fuji, Endo, Shonana Umi, and that's about the first half, right? About 10 or so matches now because we're one match. I don't think we're at 21 matches. Oh, we might still be at 21 matches. Tommy Fuji then against Oshoma, Tamawashi, Haku, Oho. Ooh, I want to see that in my DVR tomorrow. Takera Fuji versus Hirada Umi, Shodai Kimbozan, Takayasu versus Ichi Yamamoto, Ura, who's just getting so much fan support in Osaka. It's very delightful to watch. Taking on Takanosho. Then we're into the top ranked guys. Kirishima taking on Chiyoshoma. Oho going for win number one against Tobizaru. Both are winless, so somebody will get their first win. Daisho taking on Wakataka Kage. Ozeki Kotozakura versus Abi. Fun matchup there on day three. Onosato versus Gonoyama. And in the final match of the day, Hoshoryu taking on Wakamoto Haru. And Wakamoto Haru undefeated, so he wants to keep going. And again, if he can get a win, this is a Kimboshi, a gold star victory against the Yokozuna. So we'll see if he can do that tomorrow. All right. I think that's going to do it for me today. Let me think if there's anything else I need to share with you. I can't really think of anything else. Day three tomorrow. Should I had to stay at work today. I had English club. I have grades were due. So I didn't get home until late, and then getting into the DVR and everything. Yada yada yada. It's midnight basically when I'm filming this. So the contest is closed. So good luck to everybody that's joined the contest. Probably starting on day 4 or 5. I'll start putting the link to the standings page down in the description so you can check that out if you want to see where you are compared to everybody else. And yeah, we'll just keep rolling along. So I should be home at a more reasonable hour tomorrow, and hopefully this coverage will all get posted a little earlier. I know some of you, wake up and eat breakfast while you're watching the Patreon videos, or you watch this maybe while you're doing your morning routine, depending on where in the world you are. Maybe it's your lunch break if you're in Europe or something. So apologies when it's late like this, but uh, life gets in the way sometimes, and I do the best I can. And I love this shirt. I've had it forever. Don't ask me how you get it. I bought it online somewhere, literally probably 8, 9 years ago, and it's not my design. Because it is copyright characters for sure, but somebody made it, and I was like, oh, I'll buy that. So it's a fun shirt for sure. All right, that'll do it for me, guys. Peace. See you tomorrow for day three, and enjoy the sumo. See ya.